everyone!
Hello!
And welcome to Kirsty and Bryony's Comfort Zone.
I am Kirsty.
And I am Bryony. And today, we're staying out of our brains. We're not going into them.
Yeah,
They're too messy.
we don't wanna
We're
be in
leaving
there.
them. Brains of doom, we've decided. So instead, we have a very willing volunteer / tribute joining us. And we're going to have a little splash around in their brain instead. So some of you might have played a little game called PlateUp. I know it has taken over our brains at some point.
I've never heard of it.
So we're going to get inside the brain that made the game. Hello, Alastair. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
That's
being
okay.
I thought
here.
we were here to talk about dreams, not play
We are.
games.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Well, otherwise, we can't just say this is Alastair. 'Cause there's a million
Everyone- yeah,
Alastairs.
but I'm
We
the
have to be
Alastair.
specific.
There are a few Alastairs knocking about.
I
The
can name
Alastair.
like 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's Alastair.
yep.
And
I went to
Oh,
school
yeah,
with an
Alastair.
Alistair.
I know.
we
I
went
was
to
there.
school with-
Oh, God.
Isn't there? I'm worried that I'm going to name famous people and then it's going to turn out that they were wrong, and so I'm too scared.
Yeah,
to
maybe
say.
let's just avoid all famous people. They're all a bit dodgy, aren't they?
You know, we don't want to date the podcast. What if it turns out it's only a matter of time? Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
But here's someone who, as far as we know, does not have a criminal record.
I definitely have a criminal
yet.
record.
That he's not been caught yet.
Huh?
Not been taken down. Is this going to be the podcast that brings you down? Are we
This
gonna find
investigative
out?
journalism. So I had this dream, right? And it was just like the time that I stole all
no.
that gold from the
Oh,
bank.
no.
Oh wait, do they even keep gold in banks anymore?
I wanted
They
a crime that
must
wasn't an
do.
awful.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Because there's crime, and then there's like a crime. Ugh. So I guess if you've we've probably all broken the law, right, Alastair? List the things that you've done.
Am I being
Let's
trapped?
all just list all of the crimes that we've committed. You first.
Okay, so in forwards or backwards chronological order
Ooh.
from today.
Say from today.
Yeah.
Are you going to list the future crimes that you plan on committing?
Backwards from today, Bryony. Jeez.
That does make more sense. What about future crimes?
What, like
Any,
thought crimes or
Just any crimes that you're planning on doing, you know. if
well,
you
it's a
could
good
just-
job we
Yeah,
haven't got a
anything in the
video on the
works.
podcast, because behind my desk right now is a whole wall covered in those like big maps they have before they rob banks, where it's like
my God.
little string and stuff.
I thought
So-
those were more for like solving murder.
Everyone can make one of those if they want to. You just need some sticky tape.
and
a crime
red
plan.
string. Need a lot
It's
of red
gotta
string.
be red, yeah.
It's got to be
Gotta
red.
be red.
Red's too aggressive. When we used to mark work, we were told not to use red because it was too aggressive. It made people feel bad.
Yeah, you had to use green pens.
I guess if
Yeah,
it is
but
a
you know what
murder
else is
investigation, it's
aggressive?
already aggressive.
Murder.
Yeah.
Murder's pretty aggressive.
True.
It has to be
True.
red.
You gotta use green string, otherwise
Friendly,
it's too aggressive.
pink,
murder.
sparkly, friendly murder string.
Yeah.
You don't want to scare off the murderers.
Then you never catch them.
I saw this thing the other day that was like, if you're being chased by a murderer, both of you are running for your life. I was like, thank you, Instagram, for that uplifting little note.
Wonderful. Oh,
Ah.
God.
How did we get onto murderers so quickly?
I don't know. It's something about having Alistair here, I think. Yeah.
Just the vibe.
Just the vibe.
Just the vibe. Oh,
Just
dear.
crime, honestly.
So, have you had a dream? Because I know that you've had a couple of
I
dreams,
have.
but then you keep on trying to have new dreams because you literally had a nap before the podcast to generate new dreams.
I
What
did.
is it about your current dream that you feel isn't good enough? Tell us,
I-
Alastair, why do you feel like you're not enough?
it's because I thought it was just like extra homework, you know. And to be fair, if extra homework was have a nap, I think more people would do it.
So you're trying to suck up to the teacher, is what you're saying?
I just wanted to have a nap.
What a
That's so
nerd.
much to ask.
Nerd. You're getting past us.
You're not like my real teachers.
I feel like
They loved it when I had
It's-
naps.
dangerous to have a nap so close to, because it was like an hour before.
I don't know, man. I do it all the time.
That's danger naps. That's
I'm the queen of danger naps. When I raid in Final Fantasy, every single time, every day that we raid, I turn up and I'm like, "Good morning, everyone. I've just had a nap." And if I don't have a nap, it's bad luck.
Oh, jeez.
Gotta be ready, fresh.
You gotta be ready.
But I feel like naps aren't the sort of sleep to. Maybe I'm napping wrong, but I feel like cozy, but I never feel like refreshed. I feel like
No, I'm not a nap person either, to be honest. Whenever I wake up from a nap, I feel awful. My body's just
so
like.
why did you have a
My body's just like, you owe me 7 more hours of sleep. If we're gonna fall asleep, we're staying asleep.
Do you know what? I was literally thinking about Kirsty and her napping yesterday, and I have a theory as to why it works for you.
Right.
I think you are not real, and you're actually a D&D character, and you have to have short rest throughout the day before your long rest. That's my theory.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
It all of a sudden just clicked with me. I was like, hang on. She's not napping. She's short resting to regain all of her slots. It makes sense now.
I'll tell you what, if I was a D&D character, I want to be having words with whoever's playing me because, God, they are very boring. They need to spice things up a bit.
Aww.
I need a lot of short rests. Maybe I'm a warlock. I restore my spells on a short rest, so I need to take a lot of them. A lot of little naps.
Little nap treats. I did used to have danger naps because I would commute from Hertfordshire to Kent every day
God.
for like a year, and I'd have to get up very early to do that, and I would nap on the train every day, and I managed to never. I missed my stop once, but thankfully I was going to Rochester, and that's right next to Chatham. So like the place I was going to is equidistant between the two stations. So missing it wasn't too bad. It was still the same walk, just through a slightly scarier part of Kent.
But with extra sleep, so it worked out.
Yeah, true. But I somehow would, I don't know if it was like a certain like turn that the train took or something, but I would wake up like perfectly on time to be pulling into Rochester Station and be like, here we go.
I guess your body just recognized. It's like when you're like sleeping in a car ride, you always wake up as the car pulls up outside your house. Like when you were a kid, and you'd like open your eyes and be like, we're home.
That is some of the coziest sleep you ever have in your life, I swear. In the back
of a car. Oh, it's the best.
Going home.
So nice and cozy. You got the heating on. The car's rocking around. It's like, it's just so nice. Just want to just sleep forever.
I think because like our drive, or like my parents' drive, was at an angle. So I think that's what would wake me up. Also, we were on like quite a tight turn to get to our house. So I think the tight turn into the angle would always be my like, like a hypnotist, like you're back in the room. We're like, oh.
I was gonna say you start to recognize the turns like as you get towards your house, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I remember as well. Sorry, Alastair. This is what happens on this podcast. We just go off on tangents.
I'll just have quick naps, fine.
Yeah. Just have a little nap.
More homework.
I was gonna say, like, when we used to take my dog to the vet or like go on holidays and stuff, when we were approaching home, he would always get restless in the car because he knew we were nearly there.
Aww.
So he was probably thinking the same thing. Like, we've turned that road now. We've gone past that sharp corner. It's just time to get out the car.
Apparently, Mochi now knows some of the turnings towards our house, and she gets excited because she knows she's coming to see us, which makes me so happy.
Baby.
Yeah. So, Alastair, you are also here.
Yes.
You are here, yeah. Hi.
I am.
Did you have a nap a dream in your nap?
No, I didn't even fall asleep, to be honest.
Well, so you didn't have a nap?
I tried.
So
I
you
tried really
lied.
hard. I'm a fraud.
like-
The crimes are coming out already.
Oh, God.
First
It's
crime.
piling up.
Deceit.
Faking a nap.
I I feel like it's probably because if you're trying to dream, I don't think you're going to have dreams. I think dreams are sort of like little eye floaties, and if you concentrate on them, they flutter away.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I agree.
Yes.
I think so too. It's true.
So you need to not want to have
the best
them.
dreams always take you by surprise, I think.
What's the best
Yeah.
food to eat if you want to dream?
Well,
'Cause-
people say cheese, don't they?
Well, yeah. At lunch, Darryl was saying you just eat a load of cheese and have a nap. Isn't that nightmares though?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if I want to have
Well-
an hour-long nightmare and then come onto the podcast.
I think it's not necessarily nightmares. I think it's just more active dreams. Apple juice is meant to do it as well. Apparently, apple juice stimulates the same part of the brain as LSD and makes you more likely to have more vivid dreams.
Ooh.
So you could have just had cheese and apple juice. What a combination.
What a
Down to
combo.
apple juice, have a nap. All that sugar will definitely help you
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I guess would cheese be because is it more that it's something that stomachs have to try harder to process, so it keeps you.
I've always assumed it's because you must be
Maybe?
really uncomfortable if you eat a ton of cheese and try and sleep. So you have nightmares just because you feel awful.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do a Google. I want to see if this is actually a thing. Because it might be
It
just
feels
like an
like-
old wives' tale, right? Does
Yeah, it feels like one of those things that
cheese
everyone says, but
give you nightmares?
nobody knows.
Didn't realize this was a
Nightmares.
fact-based podcast.
It is very factual. We
Yes,
Google
a lot of
all
people
sorts of stuff.
rely. A lot of people rely on us for
Ah,
their
sorry.
science.
Oh,
So it's
And
not that
opinions.
cheese gives you nightmares. It's that eating lots of fatty foods before bed makes you more uncomfortable. So you're pretty much on the money, Alastair. It's just
Nice.
like it makes you uncomfortable, so it makes you more restless. So you're probably not having much of a deep sleep, so you just end up dreaming more.
Yeah, I thought it'd be something like that.
so it's uncomfortable sleep. So what if you had I don't know, you could have just someone constantly trying to wake you up, and that would give you loads of dreams. Actually, the best time to
Right.
dream is I'm one of those people when in the morning you set your alarm 2 hours early and then have the timer on every 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I do
And
that
then you
too,
just
and that is
smack
when
that.
I have the most dreams as well.
It's great.
What?
Yeah, it's because you're in a light sleep that they all just start tumbling out of your brain.
See, you're both like the opposite of me. I will be like, I will set no alarms and I'll have my dreams, and then I'll wake up and be like, huh, that was a dream. Okay, start the day. Boop, 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 boop.
But if you want to actually get up in time for something, you don't set an alarm. You just wing it. This is why you miss your train stops.
How?
Yeah, how
But
do you
I,
do that?
I think I'm just, because I've got such a routine, I think I'm just used to waking up at the same time now.
That is
So
one
I
thing I don't
just-
have.
Yep, me too.
Routine.
And I guess as well, because obviously, Alex gets up at the same time, so he probably wakes me up from deep sleep, and then I'm in the lighter sleep anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I've probably missed things, but then again, I've slept through alarms before, so I figure it's much of a muchness, and I don't have to hear alarms, which make me angry.
Makes sense. I used to
It's
use
like,
the
UK.
iPhone default alarm
Oh God.
oh,
when I was at university when I was
jeez.
waking up. I was waking up to go to. I wouldn't actually go to the lecture, but I was waking up for it. And now, whenever I hear that sound, I just get heart palpitations.
My dad uses that
Yeah.
sound as his ringtone, and it is the worst thing. People who use the default alarm sound as their ringtone are just insane. I don't understand.
Well,
Gives me
then
nightmares.
again, the only time I set a custom alarm was when I set "can't touch this" as my alarm, and then I woke up angry every day for a week, and I was like, why am I just angry all the time? And then I realized it's because that's actually a really annoying song to hear first thing in the morning every day.
People
I
use
think-
it songs as their alarm. It's just dangerous.
It is,
if
you
you're
just end up
out
hating it.
and you hear that song somewhere, what do? You just curl up into a ball and cry. Where's the snooze button? Please, I want to go back to bed.
I don't know why I chose. I think I just thought, oh, that's quite a chipper song, so it would be like, woo, yeah, I'm up, yeah. But no, it's just horrible. Horrible.
It is horrible.
But I reckon if there's Probably has a limit though. I guess there's like you could wake up for something a couple times and then after that you'd be a bit done with it. So maybe you need like on Alexas and stuff, you can set like my morning playlist or whatever and she'll wake you up with particular songs and turn on your coffee machine and the lights or whatever you ask her to do. Like you can
have mine set to tell me a fun fact for the day. And tell me the weather.
See, that's cute.
So, like, I'll wake up and it would be like, "Happy birthday to the creator of the 8-bit computer. They invented it in so and so, and they would be so and so age today. Hooray!"
This fact is really sunk in.
Honestly,
you're learning so much.
Mine, I think my Echo, the Echo, I can't say the A word because she's next to me, but the Echo in my bedroom, it bugs out every now and then and I have to unplug it and plug it back in. So I didn't get my fun fact this morning.
Oh, no.
It was just flashing and the light was spinning around a lot. So no fun fact for the day, sadly.
Alastair will teach us a fun fact right now.
The creator of the 8-bit computer was actually a guy called...
I can hear typing.
No, why is my keyboard so loud? It doesn't say on Wikipedia.
Child's 8-bit.
Mr. Bit.
Mr. Bit.
That's a hard fact to know. Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't replace it.
No, it can be any fact.
I don't know any facts.
It doesn't have to be about
I don't know a single.
That's one of those things. It's like name a woman. I don't know. I can't do it without any context.
Okay. Do you know any facts about sheep?
Yes.
Yeah,
they're adorable. That's a fact.
That's a fact. I'll tell you a fact about sheep.
Yeah.
They don't have teeth at the... No, wait, maybe they do.
The facts are just amazing. I love all of them.
I was going to say...
8-bit computers were invented by someone at some time, and sheep might have teeth.
They may or may not have teeth. You heard it here first.
I was going to say, I don't think they have upper teeth. I think they just have a plate there. They have like a big hard...
Oh, like
plate.
a hard
I believe
palate.
it.
Yeah, they have a hard
Plates.
palate.
The plates are... Which side of the mouth? Is it the down or is it the...
Hang on, I'm going to Google it so I can verify.
We're going to hear more typing.
Cheap, hard
These
palate.
facts aren't coming off the top of the dome today.
Yeah, sheep don't have teeth at the top of their mouth. I mean, they do at the back, but on like the front, they just have a hard palate. And goats.
So what you're saying is they have plates up.
Oh my god!
Wait, is that what you got the idea?
Yeah.
From sheep.
You're reading about sheep.
No, I was reading about sheep, preparing for this exact podcast. I was very long-sighted because the podcast, I believe, hadn't started by that point.
No. Wow.
Wow.
You're our biggest fan.
I am. On top of alarm clocks, though, you said about how that was a nice calming alarm clock. What is the best emergency alarm clock?
What do you mean emergency?
As in, you've got to wake up tomorrow morning, you think you're going to oversleep. You've got a big exam or you've got to get a flight or something. What's the best way to wake up?
The genuine way that I do that is I ask my mum to call me to make sure I got up.
That's a good way to do it.
Nice.
Or alternatively,
Mum, I have to get up at 5. Can you call me? And she'd be like, okay.
Don't go to sleep.
That's risky.
Not a good way to do it. If that was an exam, I can't recommend that.
When I go to Sweden next month,
without
Bryony, I have to be at the airport at 4 a.m. And I don't go to bed till 3 a.m.
Yeah, but if you're going to a plane, you can sleep on the plane.
Yeah, it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. I'll just pull an all-nighter.
As long as the pilot does.
Yeah, hopefully they stay awake.
Although these days, planes just fly themselves, don't they? Just beep boop a button and it takes you to Sweden.
Beep boop and off they go.
Just beep booping all the way. I've got such FOMO and it's not even happened yet of you two together.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm
But
excited for you.
we
I'm
will-
so happy for you.
We will miss Bronchi.
Oh, yeah. And Alice.
And Alastair is also here.
Thank you for inviting me.
So speaking of Alistair, why don't you tell us a dream?
Yeah,
Huh?
tell us your dream.
Huh?
Well, so my source for these is that I text them to Bryony when I have a dream so that I can prepare for this moment. So I've just searched dream in our WhatsApp, and there's one that's very long and there's a couple of short ones.
Okay.
Do you want the long one first, and then we can.
Take your
Yeah.
pick, whatever
Now
you
this-
want.
Story time.
Now, for some reason, this message is only marked as every other message is marked as like delivered and read, and this one's only marked as delivered. So I don't know if Bryony deliberately ignored this message.
No,
I don't know
have.
how. I don't think that's possible in WhatsApp, but that's just a quick fact.
I found a way.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Cue transition music. I had a dream. We were at university, and my friend was there and had no legs. So he used a reachy thing to pick everything up. And then we were at a fancy dinner where everyone was playing their own version of Scrabble. And I had to clean my glass out because I wanted some water and it was full of chocolate milk. And then the word Scrabble I was trying to do was very complicated and based on the Bible. So I tried to Google how to do it and nothing came up. So my mum came to help and she didn't know either. Then we gave up and me and my friends were looking for somewhere to go. So we wandered around until we found a room full of people showing things off, but all the things they were showing off were like rubbish, like that they had made. And then someone came and told us that we had to do something. And I said, no, the only thing you can make me do is go to the principal's office. So everyone in the room insisted that room that we were in was the only place that they could do their showing off of their stuff they'd made. So we all marched over, presumably to the principal's office, wheeling big statues and making a complete mess deliberately. And when we got there, we found that it was like a weird room with a sloping floor. So I left and I went to look downstairs instead and ended up in a giant auditorium, which I knew was the biggest in England because there was a big sign saying that it was the biggest in England. And then I went outside and watched a fountain. And then I was rudely awoken by a text from Bryony.
Yay!
Oh my god! It sounds like you were just being a troublemaker the whole time.
Yeah.
That is me through and through. As you know, my life of crime led me to this point.
Exactly.
Being on this podcast.
True. Out of interest, because you're playing Scrabble, I looked up in our very scientific and factual dream book. I looked up games, and it's under game/gambling. But I know that I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate because the section before is Gale, and I was like, he gets his own section in the book.
He should.
I know that I've been playing too much Final Fantasy XIV because when you said your friend had a Reachy thing, I immediately thought of Reachy Mahjong instead of a thing that you use to reach things. I was like, oh God.
You should write your own dream interpretation book based on the thing that you said and the actual game that I'm addicted to that sounds like it's from.
But under games/gambling, it says, playing a game in our dream indicates that we are taking note of how we play the game of life.
Oh my God.
Wait, were you playing Scrabble well or not?
Terribly.
Badly.
That's the whole point of the dream. I said I couldn't do it and it was too difficult, so I Googled it and then asked my mum, and neither of those things helped me with life.
Well, it says if we are playing badly, we may need to reassess our abilities and identify which skills we need to improve in order to do things better.
Wow. The guy who wrote that book hates the art in PlateUp
sort
too.
your life out. Well, you say about someone hating art, but when you said that like people had stuff that they had made, and you sounded like you poo-pooed it quite harshly.
Yes, I was poo-pooing it very hard. I remember in the dream it was poo-pooing very harshly, but I remember it was like literal junk. It was just like bits of scrap that they piled together.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
like good. It was rubbish.
I thought you were just looking down at arts and crafts.
No, it was definitely bad arts and crafts. I think I remember it like vaguely of it being like they'd like made like, oh, this is my thing that does this thing, but it just didn't do that thing, and the thing it was doing wasn't useful. And that sounds a bit like a Kirsty fact of like it was
It
a thing
does,
that does
yeah,
a thing.
that's exactly what I was
but
just thinking.
In my defense, I'm recalling a dream from the 4th of August, PlateUp's birthday. Is that in the dream book?
Ah,
Oh, I wonder, would that be... Well, I wonder actually if, going back to the game thing, reassessing skills and stuff, I wonder if that's because it has been a year and you were like, oh, I wonder, that's a turn of a season, whatever the words are.
That is a turn of a season.
It's the end of PlateUp season or the beginning of PlateUp season, which is a
PlateUp
year-long season.
I've lost entirely track what you're saying.
Maybe you were trying to like reassess what you would do differently or what you would change about it or what to do going forward, maybe. That's the Scrabble puzzle you're trying to sort out.
Or maybe it's like, you kind of reassessed everything before you made PlateUp. Like you were doing something completely different, right? So you just started doing PlateUp and then suddenly, bam, new skill set. Here we are. We're doing a video game now.
This was at a university, which is where I was working before. So maybe Scrabble was the university. And I realised I was terrible at that, so I left.
And then you reassessed, you did a new thing, and then you met streamers who are the arts and crafts people who you think just make trash. And that's how you met us.
Interesting. How can I interpret that in a more positive way? To be fair, the later part then does say that they were wheeling big statues around. And
oh my god, like the one in PlateUp.
Making a complete mess deliberately. But I think that streamers that's a good metaphor for streamers.
Making a mess? Wheeling statues? It sounds just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You often see you wheeling statues around Queen Square.
Yeah.
Throwing them into the harbour. What we like to do.
True.
But there is the statue in PlateUp.
That's it, the one with the nice butt.
With the ass, yeah.
Yep, that statue.
That statue, the ass.
Good old statue.
So what was the other thing? You were in trouble when you were going to the like principal's office, right?
It's not really clear from the what I wrote down, but I think we were all told to leave the room, and I said, no, you'll have to send me to the principal's office instead.
And did they?
And then I think we were, that's why we were all marching around and then end up in the big auditorium place with a slopey floor.
Yeah. I don't think auditorium's going to be in the book, but I'll have a look.
Was the auditorium like anywhere you'd been like in real life?
No, I don't think. I just remember it being a really big room with really weird, like, there's that kind of weird architecture with these like big like theatres where they have like walkways.
Yeah.
And that like random little like connecting platformy things like that.
Oh.
What are you looking at?
Auditorium is not in the book. Sorry, unless I have forgotten how to spell it.
It begins with an A.
Oh, that's good. For a second I was like, it's not an O, is it? Auditorium?
It's next to the Andatorium.
No, it's not in there. Aura is an audience. Did you have any audiences?
I mean, it's a bit like a room with an audience, but there wasn't an audience.
Authority figure. I guess that would be like, okay. It says see people.
Sea people.
I don't want
like mermaids.
People from the sea, yeah.
Authority figures such as magistrates, as Astarion is, teachers, also individual entries. Our concept of authority is first developed through our relationship with our father or father figure. It's going down.
Here we go.
This route then, okay. Depending on how we were treated as children, our view of authority will be anything from a benign helper to an exploitative disciplinarian. Where is this going? Oh, wow, there's a section on dictators as well. Where's teachers? Do you reckon, as you were a teacher, do you reckon many of your students had dreams about you?
That's a really weird question.
Well, I mean, like, you're a person in people's lives.
I am a person.
Yeah, you are a person that people...
Straight up fact.
I mean,
but do you reckon...
Since becoming a game developer, I've heard of, like, 10 dreams that someone's had about me developing games or
People
something, and they're all from you, obviously. But
Oh, I had a dream on the podcast once that had you in it.
oh,
We were fighting aliens.
nice. That's a good dream.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. I guess people have dreams about me all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
It's
All
gone
the
from.
That can be this week's question. Has anybody ever dreamt about Alastair?
Yeah. If not, go and have a little nap. and
Yeah.
see
Have
if
a
you-
piece of cheese and have a nap.
No, not cheese. That would make you nightmares. I don't want to be in people's nightmares. Have apple juice. Drink a load of apple juice and have a nap.
Well, it might still have the same effect. I think it just gives you active dreams.
You have to run around. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
It says, sorry. It's a big yawn.
That's
It
that's
says,
on topic.
It is. We're allowed to yawn on this
Authority.
podcast.
Authority figures in dreams initially appear to have power over us, though if worked with properly, will generate the power to succeed. So I guess you should have worked with your principal to succeed.
I didn't succeed.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm such a.
You fool!
you fool.
What was I thinking? I had too much cheese. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
I want to
What
know
about- Oh,
why
yeah.
you wanted to wash the chalky milk out of your glass to get some water. What's wrong with you?
Is that controversial?
Why didn't you just have like a slightly watered down?
Why didn't you
still
just
get the
drink
chocolate taste?
chocolate milk?
Okay, so there's two questions there. The first question, Brian, yours is easy. The worst drink in the world is any drink with a little bit of another drink left from the bottom.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
That is
I
just
would-
awful.
Counteract that argument with piss.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have. Well, I don't know.
You'd rather have piss than watered
I was going
down
to say
chocolate milk.
I was going to say no. I would say piss than piss with a little bit of chocolate milk at the bottom.
I wouldn't
At
want
least
that
it's
either.
a pure flavour.
I don't mind it. Like if I've drunk orange juice, I'll just pour water into
That
that,
is-
and just
that
have
is
sort of an orangey water.
Absolutely disgusting.
No.
No, and water that is slightly flavoured something else is just like bad water.
I like it. I mean, that's essentially what squash is.
How much
Yeah.
orange juice are you leaving behind?
Oh no, but it sticks to the outside, so you get the residue.
That's what I like in my drinks.
Residue.
Orange
Yeah.
residue.
Delicious residue. Then again, I'm the sort of person who will let tea go cold and then just drink cold tea, which I think is also seen as.
I'd do that too, to
Controversial.
be honest.
I'd never reheat it in the microwave, though. For me, that's where I draw the line.
I don't do it on
Okay.
purpose, though. I just forget it's there.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what was the other question?
The other question
Kirsty's
was,
question.
why would you throw away chocolate milk to have water?
Yeah.
The first answer to that is because chocolate milk, because water's the best drink.
You don't like chocolate milk?
I love chocolate milk as well, but
Okay.
water is the best drink. And but the actual answer is because in the dream, I might have missed it, but it says it was full of chocolate milk from yesterday.
Oh, I didn't hear from
Oh.
yesterday.
Yeah, so that's-
Okay. All
might
right.
have missed
I'll let
that
you
bit.
off. I'll let you off.
Wait, would that be bad?
I don't know if that's what you want, really.
You
kind
don't
of
want milk that's
partially
been left
dried
out.
milk that's been out. all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess because because of being vegan, I managed to avoid a lot of like food poisoning type things. Like people will say like, "Oh, that got left out the fridge," and I'm like, "Yeah, so it's fine. Like, don't
Is that
reheat
true
this."
for
I'm
the
like,
vegan milks,
Not
though?
necessarily. Well, milk, I don't know, but like
oat milk isn't right. Like, it's probably fine. I would drink oat milk that had been left out. In fact, I do quite a bit because I forget to put it back.
there's like, I don't know about milks, but there's stuff like pasta and rice you need to be really careful with leaving out of the fridge, though. That's just dangerous.
Yeah, you're like not meant to reheat rice or something.
Yeah.
Aren't you meant to like wash your rice because it's covered in arsenic?
Oh, maybe.
I think you're meant to wash rice before you cook it.
There was
There's another fact for you.
Yeah, we're
everyone.
learning so much today. There was someone in Australia, I think, the other week, and they,
Nice.
that was my
That's another fact.
That was the fact.
Kirsty
Not,
facts.
they're not there anymore. Though.
At least
think
that, at
they
least
were
that
in
one had
Australia,
all, it was
yeah.
all the information was there with that fact, so it's my favourite one so far.
But they left some pasta on the side, I think it was. It was either pasta or rice. I think it was pasta. They left it on the side and they ate it and then they died because it had like
about
It had a poisonous snake in it by the end.
It had a poisonous snake in it.
Nothing to do with the rice.
No, you are meant to be very,
But I was reading the thread and people were commenting, people that actually read the article rather than just reading the title. And apparently this guy left the pasta out for like 8 days or something and then ate it. And everyone was like, of course he died.
Why would you even leave pasta for
why
that
would you
long?
eat pasta that you've left on the side for 8 days?
Once it's been there for a couple of days, it's like, you know what? Now it's reached equilibrium of being out of the fridge. I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but I think once you get to that point and you're okay with it, 3 days, 8 days, 2 weeks.
It's just still blurs together.
It's just all botulism. Doesn't matter at that point.
Pasta just doesn't last that long around me. What's leftover pasta? I don't understand.
I wouldn't give it the chance to be left over.
You criticised me, Bryony, for leaving a packet of chocolate biscuits open and not like wrapped up and sealed.
What?
And I was like,
oh, no, that's different.
I was like, there is no way they're going to survive.
Do you want soggy biscuits, Alastair?
No, because they don't last that long. Also, no. So,
it's just the thought
reasons.
of like, it drives me mad. Like when people just leave a packet of biscuits like open, and I'm like, just fold the top over, just twist it, just push it against the wall, just have something, just bop it, flick it, twist it, save the biscuits. Biscuit. Sorry. But yeah, it's one of my bugbears.
But it was one of those packets that has like 8 biscuits
bare.
in it, and that doesn't last more than one sitting.
True.
What biscuits were they?
They were
the
what are they
best
called?
biscuits. They're Rhythm 108, like little cookie bites, and they're so good.
They're the almond ones.
Basically, I told Alastair one time we were in a shop together, and I was like, "Oh, those are my favorite biscuits." And now he just buys them all the time and just sends me pictures of these biscuits. And I'm just like,
Well, no, the reason is because
in a way that he has them and I
no,
don't.
because you were coming over, so I was like, "Oh, I'll buy some biscuits," and then I was like,
You
"Well,
ate them.
I'll eat them. I can always buy some more." And then that basically keeps happening now. And then I'm like, "Oh well, Bryony might come over and she loves these biscuits, so I'll buy some." But
So I better keep eating all the biscuits.
They're in my house, so I'm like, "Well, I can eat them now because Brian's not coming over late today. I can go get some more tomorrow morning," and I just keep doing that, and that's why I constantly eat packets of biscuits. Plus, I can't leave. It would be rude to be like, "Hey, Brian, do you want some biscuits?" and give you a half-open packet of biscuits. So I have to eat the whole packet in one go, and then.
But then I feel rude because I come around your house and I just eat all of your biscuits.
That's fine. I can buy more. There's more where those came from.
Between the two of us, we're keeping this company alive.
They deserve it. The biscuits are amazing.
Oh, the biscuits are so good. If ever I could be sponsored by any company, I would choose Rhythm 108. I love them so much.
I'm gonna have to do another Google.
They have 3 flavors in the shop, and one of them is the almond ones, which they're little chocolate filled almond things. They're great. And one's like chocolate cookies, and they're great. And the other one's like coconut, which I don't like at all. I always feel bad because I feel like I should branch out into the third flavor of biscuit, balanced diet and all that.
Is coconut one of your 5 a day?
I guess it would be. They're vegan biscuits. I mean, come on, they can't be unhealthy.
They must be good for you. But they're chocolate bars.
They
really
do
good as
look. I've just
well.
Googled them and they look so good.
Oh, wait, is that how it started? Didn't I buy you one of the chocolate bars for your birthday? Is that how this whole thing began?
It could have done. I think we saw them in East Village.
Yeah. And I hadn't got you anything for your birthday other than singing happy birthday in front of 20,000 people and embarrassing you. Apparently that was enough, so I had to get you a chocolate bar as well.
Good time.
Which you much preferred to my singing for some reason.
Both were delightful.
You should try it, Kirsty. It is very good.
Yeah, they look really good. I am very tempted.
Well, next time you're in Bristol, there's always a packet at my house.
Yeah, don't bother buying them. Just go to Alastair's and eat the open packet that's been left on the table.
No, it's a closed packet because the open packet's been finished.
I'm down on Friday.
Ooh.
Bring
There you
biscuits.
go.
Friday, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Dating the video.
Did we?
Well, not
did we
video.
get?
Oh no.
Did we get to the bottom of your dream at all? Do you want to do another? Do you want to treat us to a little dream as well?
Yeah, I need a little baby
Let me
dreams.
search for dream.
Okay. Just searching his brain for dreams.
Going into his
I'm
mind
searching.
palace.
I had a dream. A policeman left his car at my friend's house, so he tried to move it. And
I thought that was it.
That's it.
no, wait, it is short, but the next word is boonoed. And boonoed into someone else's car, right as the policeman came back. And then we had to sneak into Germany because we didn't have any tickets.
Into Germany?
I think this was Cologne for Gamescom.
Oh.
Possibly.
Oh
So
my
wait.
god.
Would you have? Was this before you went to Germany? Because you were very worried about going away.
I get very worried about leaving him. This was
Your biscuits.
on the
Worried someone's
6th
going to
of
break in and eat them
September.
all. Wait, hadn't you already been to Germany by that point?
I don't remember when Germany was. I blocked it out from my mind. I think so.
When was
So-
Gamescom?
I think it was August, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was
Yes,
the end
it
of
was.
August.
Yeah. This
So
was
you
like
would have been back.
retrospective stress.
Yeah.
I can't believe I left my house.
I know, right? What's the point?
Let's never do that again.
I've got all the
So-
biscuits I need right here.
Interestingly enough, I know where police is in the dream dictionary because it's also under authority figures.
Aha!
So we're back to your daddy issues again. It says dreaming, particularly of police, can indicate a kind of social control and a protective element for us as members of society. Often a policeman will appear in dreams as one's conscious. We may feel that our wilder, more renegade side needs controlling.
Calm down, Alastair.
Breaking into Germany.
Your dreams really are full of crime.
They are.
Oh, no.
Just constant crime.
There have been any
Just
crime.
like your real life.
Yes. Fraud and crime.
So it was that a police person had left their car outside your friend's house. It wasn't your friend's car, it was a police. Maybe,
It was, police car left behind.
maybe it symbolizes that you feel that you're being watched. And
Should I be
there's
worried?
surveillance on you. Because maybe it's a sign of a guilty conscience. Because of all the crime, you're like, oh, what if someone's watching? But maybe someone should be watching because I'm a ne'er-do-well and I don't know what I'm capable of. Is any of that ringing true with how
That-
you feel?
It's pretty much just my life.
Yeah.
That you wish someone would supervise you.
Sometimes I feel like it would help.
But I reckon it probably was just that you still had Germany on the brain.
Yeah, I reckon so. If you were breaking into Germany like a criminal.
You had a nice time in Germany, didn't you?
It was nice. I didn't realise how big Gamescom was. And
We could say Germany was.
I know I've been to Germany before. I've never been to Gamescom before. And so
Yeah.
I'm not much of a book things in advance kind of person. So when we booked it like the week before, everything was booked completely in all of Cologne. So we ended
Yeah.
up staying in Bonn, down like next town along, which
Oh.
is not optimal for like getting to the Gamescom stuff, obviously. But it did mean that Bonn is really lovely. So we had a lovely time in Bonn,
That's good.
That's good.
which was really good. Yeah, and then we went to Gamescom for one day. I had a friend who lives in Cologne, and she's like very like organised kind of person who would book it like straight away, get everything sorted. And she was
Yeah.
like, "Why are you in the wrong town?" I'm sorry. We can still hang out, but I will be in the wrong town.
How long is it to travel between the two?
It's only like half an hour drive, so like
Okay.
so it's not. So we just got a taxi in the morning and then spent the day in Cologne. We went to Gamescom, which was gigantic, and saw all the stuff. Although we missed the room with Starfield in it because it was so big. In fact, Simon Byron from Oldcast Games sent me a message like, "Oh, we should meet." we'll see you in 15 minutes at this place. It took us 15 minutes to walk to the place where he was because it was so big.
Blimey.
Oh my
And then,
God.
Yeah.
Was Cologne invented in Cologne?
Cathedrals were invented in Cologne.
Was cathedrals?
Well, there's a really big cathedral there, so I assume so. Everything else is just an imitation. That's how it works. So wherever the biggest one is, that's where it was. Like pyramids were invented, obviously, in Egypt.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If you get cologne from somewhere other than Cologne, is it just sparkling aftershave?
Shouldn't be drinking it. Just to put that out there.
Oh.
That's where I've been going wrong.
But she smells so nice.
I'm not sure that would work. I think that would probably really just very
I'm just
alcoholic.
gonna put this out there that the smell of aftershave, I don't like it.
What is the smell of aftershave?
I swear every aftershave and cologne and all that it's all like musky Old Spice, like that sort of smell. I think it should be okay for men to smell of
flowers.
Just nice
I think it
things.
is. I think maybe you should. I don't know. Have you asked Alex to change his aftershave?
He doesn't wear aftershave.
There you go.
But
then.
I swear, whenever you're looking down the aisles and you see like everything has to have some sort of like masculine term in it. It's not like, shampoo that can be used by humans with hair. It has to be like man poo. Maybe not man poo, but like
if you're smelling man poo, that's where you've been going wrong. This smells terrible.
But it always has to be like, the stuff that's aimed at women will be nice, like, lavender and dragon fruit and lemons and stuff. And then you see the men's stuff and it's all like dark green bottles. And it's like
metal,
tar and sandalwood and piss and grit. And you're like, why? Why can't we just...
Why is sandalwood included in this list of piss? What did sandalwood do to you?
But it's all these like, I'm like, just have smells that are nice that everyone can choose from. It just, it drives me mad. Because I guess it only affects me generally at Christmas when Alex gets bought things from relatives. And it's that typical thing. The sort of relatives who back in the day would have been buying like Lynx Africa kits for, because it's like,
I think I'm seeing the problem here.
The problem's other people. No, but I just don't get it. Why can't you just have like lemony shampoo and whoever wants to use
Get
it
lemony
uses
shampoo. Lemony men's shampoo.
It shouldn't be gendered. That's the problem.
They are all gendered.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that's how you sell twice as much of it, don't you?
But it's silly. Do you buy stuff that's specifically manly men?
No.
Man poo?
Piss aftershave.
Mandishna.
Sandalwood and piss. Don't forget the sandalwood. It really adds an extra tone to the man.
Oh yeah.
Just sawdust and anger for him.
For him. Is there a sawdust and anger for her as well?
No, that's the point.
Aww.
She gets petals and
soft things.
So to be clear, are
pillows.
you just complaining that there isn't a lemon for him, or are you also complaining there isn't sandalwood and piss for her?
Both.
I don't.
Because both those are important if we want to make this equal.
Lemon and piss for everyone.
Lemon
That's
and
what I want.
Exactly.
Lemon and piss, so the kind of
Vote for
freshly
me.
clean bathroom smell.
Oh my gosh, that's another thing. Okay, this is an entirely
dear.
separate rant. But it really drives me crazy as well when you see like, the like bathroom smell, like odor beater things. And it'll show you like, it'll make your towel still smell nice, like even after the toilet's been flushed. And I'm like, they leave the seat open. And if you leave the seat open, the poop particles and the toilet particles can jump up to 6 foot in the air from a flush. And I'm just like, I don't care if my towels still smell nice if they're covered in piss. That's my rant.
Is that
for
the real
day.
reason it's people like guys who are taller than 6 feet? Because you're actually out of the poo range, so...
Oh my God. You're onto
You can
something.
kiss the
This is
top of
why
their
your
head.
aftershave doesn't smell of piss.
But maybe they're leaning down to flush, so maybe they're getting the full brunt of.
That's why they nice long arms, nice manly long arms that can reach.
That's why for me the perfect man is Mr. Tickle. he can be
flush
out
the toilet without bending over.
What do you look for in a man? Well,
really long arms.
Maybe this is why I like the Enderman. He's a 10, but you can't look him in the eyes.
Oh my god.
But no, just close the toilet seat.
Just close the toilet seat.
Who close the toilet seat.
But if you don't close the toilet seat, that's a free piss cologne.
True.
You know, homemade.
You're supposed to lean over the toilet, hit the flush button, and then your man poo is replied directly.
Exactly.
Is this what they mean by eau de toilette?
You're supposed to add it directly into the bowl, and then you flush. And
I cannot remember how we got onto this.
No, me neither.
It's gone down a route from crime to piss with Alastair.
Welcome to the podcast.
I assume this is every week's conversation with you guys.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
One day, Kirsty will remember her fact.
One day. Today, not that day.
Maybe that's today's fact.
I could
she
ask
forgot.
for a fact since I didn't get given one this morning. Hang on, let me do it.
Oh, yeah.
It might not come through on my mic, but I'll repeat it. Alexa, tell me a fun fact.
The sky is blue because the molecules of the atmosphere scatter blue light more than other colours.
Wow.
So when you look away from the sun, more blue is knocked off course into your eyes. By the way, an Amazon package will be...
Alexa, stop! Fun fact, I'm getting an Amazon package today.
This is to go one package containing
Piss!
your new piss cologne.
Put on. Oh, well, there you go.
It's a good fact. It's a good
The
fact.
sky is blue. That's the fact.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that's where it was going to
I
end.
thought so too.
I was like, wow, that's sassy.
Thank
you. But no, we learnt some science that I already forgot because I immediately was just thinking of a joke about
Natural comedian.
what colour is the wind.
This is going to be a dirty joke, isn't it?
No, it's blue
Oh,
because,
the wind blew.
yeah.
That's very good.
Yay.
Sensible chuckle.
Nice, very good. Did you think about yourself?
No,
Oh.
it was... I got suggested like a TikTok that just does dad jokes, and it was in there. And there was like 5 jokes, and I remember thinking, I have to try and remember all of these so I can use them on Shadow, because she loves dad jokes. And then that's the only one I can remember, and it was my least favourite one of all of them. So
I like you started that. I got suggested on TikTok as if you were like absolve yourself of responsibilities. Oh, it got suggested to me, but then also I watched it and memorized 5 of them.
Well, no, I mean as in like it was on my For You page when I was scrolling through mostly cats, and then it was just that. And I was like, yeah, I'll accept this. I'll branch out to cats and dad jokes. That's fine.
I've
And
started
Baldur's
getting
Gate 3 memes.
I've started getting work from home memes on Instagram, not TikTok.
Oh.
I don't know why. I just keep getting like rolling up to the office after 4 months working from home, and it's like, haha, yes,
That's you.
that's so me? Question mark. Thank you, Instagram algorithm.
I do love the way that, like, I think with TikTok and I guess maybe Instagram, you'll get all your usual stuff, and then it's like they try to like chuck one random thing in there to be like, would you maybe go for this as well? And you'll either be like, what? No, why have you sent me this? Or it's just like, oh.
Oh, this is very good.
I occasionally get this like just one little very out there thing that's nothing like my usual stuff. And I'm like, are you testing me, TikTok? Are you seeing if I'm down for this?
I get a lot of mudlarking Instagrams recommended to me. people who I think they have quite a small, tight-knit community because it's just people who go to the Thames, like the bank of the Thames, and look for junk. And like they all seem to know each other. Like in the comments, it's like, yeah, you got Instagram, woohoo! And they're all liking each other's posts and following each other. And there's just me sitting there like, yes, you found a very good button today on the Thames.
I think this is a great thing about these social media, where you can just like watch a community you're just not at all part of and just be like, wow. Like, I don't drink coffee at all, but a load of my TikTok things are people putting loads of effort into making coffee. And I love watching and be like, what are you doing with your life? Because like all the little they got the little metal thing like you put through the powder and then you spritz it with water. But the problem is you start watching it so much, then you're like, oh my god, obviously you should spritz it with water. Because now I'm like, if I don't make coffee, but if I ever do, I'm going to spritz it with water.
Yeah.
I get coffee things suggested for me now. Is it because of you? Is it because I'm friends with you that it's like, oh, well, maybe he's got coffee friends?
For your page now entirely Baldur's Gate 3? Because if so, then maybe it is doing that.
A little bit, maybe. It's Baldur's Gate and Merv.
Merv.
And birds. Lots of birds. As in parrots, not women.
Mine went through a very small phase of giving me birds. But it's sort of stopped doing that now, sadly. But I really like them.
Oh, no. I love that. Like, I find myself talking like a bird a lot of the time. Just because, like, if Alex says something and I'll be like, thank you, baby. It's because it's how the birds say it. Oh, I love birds. I wouldn't want a bird, but I love admiring them through social media.
I'm just looking to see what it's recommending to me. It's mainly ADHD memes.
Yeah.
And a cat. 2 cats.
Aww.
And a man making soup. Thank you, Instagram.
What type of soup?
Broccoli cheese soup.
Oh, that was...
You can make that in PlateUp.
You can. That was a controversial one I added it because I'd never heard of it before. So I just added it and what it would look like. And everyone was like, why does it look like sick? And I was like, well...
I would smash a broccoli cheese soup. So good. But it does look like sick, yeah.
But I feel like soup in its very essence is sort of quite... It's quite sicky.
It is just sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
On Holby City, we used to use innocent smoothies for vomit.
Oh, fun fact. Another fun fact.
That's a good fact.
We're learning so much today.
Because there was one, we had this really like complicated shot that went all the way through a ward. It was like a dolly shot, so on like a little trolley, and it was like all the way through the ward, and then it pulled back, and then a curtain pulled back, and then this kid throws up as like the final, like that's where the shot lands.
Very cinematic.
We did the whole shot. We like go back through the wards. We've got people crossing frame, all of this stuff. Turns around, curtain gets pulled open, and this little kid just goes, I swallowed it. We're like, okay, everyone reset.
What a great scene, though. Little guy swallowed it.
It was just because it was a nice, tasty smoothie.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Yeah.
But what flavour would you use?
I don't remember.
Probably one of the green ones or something. Because they do like electric blue ones now, like super blue ones.
They do. I forgot what they're called because I just call them blue juice. Because if ever Alex is feeling a bit down, I'll be like, do you want me to get you some blue juice? And that's what it is.
Aww.
But it probably has they've got quite fancy names, haven't they?
Yeah. It's probably one of the fancy ones that are meant to be a superfood or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Have a bag of chips. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Just don't reheat your pasta after 8 days.
You will die.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
You will die. Full stop.
What sort of note is that to end on?
Say something positive then.
Fun fact time with Alastair.
Okay, here's a fun fact for you. On Holby City.
Oh my god.
You'll never guess what they use for vomit.
Nothing, because it closed down.
Nothing, because they ate it.
Oh my god. Holby City is no more.
Never forget.
Never forget. Oh, it was good fun, Hobie. Well, on that note, it's time for us to say bye-bye.
It is.
Put Alastair back in his box.
Yeah.
For another nap. Cover him over with a blanket.
Just feed him some
Ginkgo
apple juice and
Horseshoe.
cheese first.
And seeds.
Seeds.
Biscuits.
And innocent smoothies.
Yeah. He'll be a happy boy. Alastair, where can people find you if they wanted to?
Please don't find me. I'm scared.
Where can they perceive you?
I don't really know, to be honest. I used to tell
know?
people to go to Twitter, but that's now not a thing. So
Oh.
True.
you can find me at store.steampowered.com/app/1599660.
Have you memorised that?
The number of times you have to type that into boxes, you have to memorize it.
Oh, there you go.
You say that, but I know that it's because you're naughty and probably just checking if anyone's left a mean review for you every single day. So is that the real reason?
Our
why?
dashboard tells me when people leave mean reviews.
Oh.
So that's how you find
me.
Alastair.
You can find
Leave
us
a
by
mean
leaving a mean
review.
review.
No, don't do that.
With your address, and I will come round and ask you to change
bring
it.
biscuits. You get a nice little visit. Well, that sounds like a good deal.
I won't bring biscuits. I'll eat the biscuits in front of you.
Oh, no. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for all the
Yes.
amazing facts.
So many
Thank you
facts.
for the interpretation of my dreams.
I hope it helped.
Yeah.
It's certainly happened.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's Alastair from It's Happening, and with us, it's certainly happened. Well, thank you, Kirsty.
Thank you,
for
Bryony.
Another lovely chat.
And thank you, Alastair. Everyone
Thank you.
go
Thank you.
and play PlateUp today.
Yeah.
On
Do it.
Steam
Today.
and other platforms.
Or
Soon, other
hold
platforms.
off
Soon.
until he adds our poster back in.
Yeah, maybe just
Maybe just don't
until the
play it
comfort
until
zone
then.
poster comes back. Maybe don't
Yeah,
go. And,
this is
yeah.
the beginning of the revolution. Let's get it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye for now.
Bye bye for now.
Bye.